In this video we are going to talk about junior year checklist. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for future updates. Because the next couple of years will pass quickly, it is imperative that you begin to think more seriously about the steps you will take after high school graduation in the near future. The big test, also known as the ACT or SAT, will be the most difficult obstacle to overcome during junior year. However, keep in mind that all of your preparation and hard work will be rewarded. Here are some things you can do in the meantime to ensure that you stay on track as graduation day draws closer. The second half of junior year is when the process of applying to colleges begins to take shape. Here are some things you can do this semester to ensure that you are prepared to apply this fall and that you have as little stress as possible during your senior year. Let's get started. Number 10. Compile college application materials and schedule campus visits. During the summer, it is a great time to gather transcripts and other materials, such as essays and letters of recommendation, that you will need to submit with your college or university application. Make a note of any deadlines that may apply to you, such as scholarship, early acceptance, or general application deadlines. Number 9. Search for scholarships. Check local newspapers and websites to see if there are any civic or service organizations in your community that offer scholarships to graduating seniors. Inquire with your guidance counselor about scholarship opportunities that may be available. You should keep track of your application materials so that you are prepared to submit your application as soon as possible during your senior year. And with that, the junior year has come to an end for yet another season. Essentially, this means that you only have 1 year left before you begin your university studies. Number 8. Get advice from high school seniors. You may be aware of seniors who have recently completed the time-consuming and sometimes exasperating process of applying to colleges and universities. Consult with them to see if there is any advice that they can give you. They were asked what they would do differently if they were given the chance to reapply to college from the beginning. Number 7. Discuss college affordability with your family. As early as possible, begin discussing college finances with your family, and this is even more important in these uncertain economic times, because it will help you avoid making costly mistakes later on. It is necessary to first determine how much you and your family are able and willing to spend on college in order to determine whether or not loans are an option and how to make the cost manageable. Once you have determined how much you and your family can and are willing to spend on college, you can then determine whether or not loans are an option and how to make the cost manageable. Number 6. Learn about the financial aid process. You should become familiar with the different types of financial aid that are available, as well as the application process, if you intend to apply for financial aid. Get a head start on your college studies by learning about how colleges calculate the cost of attendance, the concept of net price, and how to apply for financial aid for college using the free application for Federal Student Aid (FAFSA) form to get a head start on your studies. Number 5. Consider signing up for SAT or ACT. Contrary to this, even though hundreds of colleges have adopted test-optional admissions policies, counselors still recommend that students take these tests, particularly if they are applying to highly selective institutions. It is possible that colleges that do not require test scores will take your scores into consideration if you submit them, and submitting test scores can be advantageous in some cases. If you score well on the SAT or ACT, submitting scores can work to your advantage. Because of test cancellations or other unforeseen circumstances, you may decide not to submit your results and instead concentrate on other aspects of your application instead of your scores. Because of test cancellations or other circumstances, you may choose not to sit for the SAT or the ACT. However, if you do not perform to your expectations on the test and wish to retake it, you may choose to do so. Number 4. Choose the teachers to write your recommendation letters. Many colleges require that you submit one or more letters of recommendation from teachers and/or guidance counselors as part of the application process. Make a note of which colleges on your list require recommendation letters, as well as from whom these letters should be obtained. If you want to be accepted into college, you may need letters from more than one teacher, as well as from a guidance counselor in some cases. It's never too early to start thinking about who you might ask to write recommendation letters for you, and it's never too early to start planning for your college application. Many teachers prefer that you request a recommendation from them before the end of your junior year, so that they have enough time to complete it during the summer months before your senior year. Number 3. Go on virtual college visits. However, even though you will be unable to visit most college campuses during the pandemic, many colleges will provide virtual tours of their campuses, including residential halls, classrooms, and other areas of interest that you might be interested in seeing or learning about. Web-based virtual tours, as well as a virtual reality app experience, are examples of how the University of North Carolina system is allowing prospective students to get a feel for the system's 16 campuses VR app. Aside from that, you can use social media to learn more about colleges that you are interested in or considering attending, as well as to set up phone or video conference calls with admission officers from those institutions. Number 2. Take a leadership role in keeping a club, team, or activity going. For young people, especially, it can be difficult to maintain your involvement in extracurricular activities in this new era of social distancing. Here are some pointers to help you stay active in sports. Possibly, this will provide an additional opportunity to demonstrate leadership abilities in the future. A test prep tutor named Christine Sarikas was quoted on the Prep Scholar blog as saying, "Developing creative ways to stay involved in your sports and clubs even when you are unable to meet in person requires leadership and creativity, both of which colleges value." Organizing food drop-offs for members of your community, holding fundraisers, and planning events are strategies for the upcoming year, to name a few examples of what you could do, are all possibilities. Number 1. Make a first pass at a final college list. No matter if you've been researching colleges since you were in 9th grade or you're just getting started with your college search, the spring semester of your junior year is an excellent time to start researching colleges for your college list. According to the majority of college counseling professionals, students should choose several reachable schools, a few maybes, and a few good bets, in order to create a balanced list of potential colleges. Schools that are within reach are those where your GPA, test scores, and class rank are at the lower end of, or below, the average range of the most recently admitted first-year students. College Data's college profiles, which you can access through College Search, contain average test scores and grade point averages for more than 2,000 colleges. The term reach can refer to a school that is extremely selective, such as the Ivy League or other highly competitive institutions. Maybes are schools where your GPA, test scores, and class rank all fall within the range of the most recently admitted freshman class, which is the most recent admissions class. Schools that are good bets are those where your GPA, test scores, and class rank are all above the average range of the most recently admitted freshman class, according to the College Board. Irrespective of whether the colleges you are considering are a stretch, a good bet, or a solid choice, make sure they are a good fit for you and are reasonably priced. What are your thoughts on our video? Please let us know what you think in the comments area below. If you enjoyed this video and would want to hear from me again, please subscribe and turn on the notification before leaving. Thank you for watching us.